I'm known to be with a lot of females, but now I got my together, and you know, what matters to me is family. And Yandy, I was getting a bunch of keys, and they was like, well, you gotta show me where your mom live at. You run off on this, we can't afford you to run off. And I was like, I ain't had no intentions of running off.
Right.
So I was like, I'll show you. I was like, golly, I can't believe I'm...
My understanding, he met Erika while Samantha was pregnant. When I met him, he never told me he had a girlfriend or anything like that. It wasn't exclusive.
So we had Mendeesees, and I noticed things weren't changing. He wasn't coming home. I have a young baby at home, and I felt like I wasn't getting emotional support.
I see this big lady, afro. So when I seen her, I was like, wow, she's very attractive.
Smack dead in the front of his mouth. He had a great tooth.
I had a chip too. Me and Vado going to Jewel's all-white party. Okay, and it's over.
How else are the kids gonna get home?
Your father is gonna drive the U-Haul to the house.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going with Vado to the...
He came to my job, and he told me how he didn't want to be with Erika anymore. The relationship was on to Yandy. She's on Love and Hip Hop. I'm joining the cast.
I'm Mendeesees. I'm from Harlem, St. Nick Projects. Yeah, I used to be in the street industry, and Yandy's my girlfriend.
So then I had to teach her a lesson. Listen, you don't share nothing. So I went to that house, and I changed the locks. I have a union with Mendeesees, but I did not go into a partnership with Mendeesees and the government.
In Mendeesees, where if he builds me up too much, he'll think like I'm too big-headed, and then I'll just feel like I don't want to be with him or I'll leave.
Absolutely not.
I could get an award from one of the top Black organizations. I can.
Let me ask a simple question.
But it might be like,
I never say
but it might be like, yo, congrats on that. Versus,
yo, what? I don't even talk like that. Cut scene real quick.
if the roles were reversed, would you hold me down?
If the shoes was on the other foot, you know, I don't know what I will be able to do. You know, sometimes it don't feel like we in a relationship, like a business arranged wife things as far as pay attention to the love that's needed in this house.
Ever see yourself actually divorcing Yandy?
I don't know. I ask myself that question every day and can't come up with an answer.
So Mendeesees has been cheating on Yandy since they got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I know a couple of women that he was looking at when I was over at T. High's house about a year ago. Let me tell you something. Yandy ain't exciting him no more. Let me tell you something. Mendeesees is cheating on Yandy, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Are you getting this? Are you following me? The AA show is reporting live, loud, and proud. Show. I've gotten calls from people in the street. Yandy Mendeesees is cheating on you. Alexis don't know about it, but guess what? I told her. Keep your man on lockdown, honey, because ever since he moved up out of that house, honey, he been fucking everything else. Y'all wanda. Next, washed up, girl, but I think the small place at her restaurants is good.
We're not going to talk about Yandy because I like her.
I like Yandy, but Yandy thought he was going to get out of the halfway house and only want to ejaculate in you, girl. Next case, girl, but I love you dearly, girl, and the food is good at the restaurant. I need a free plate when I come.
After you just said all that, you want a free plate? You think she's gonna give you?
He said he wanted a discount. Now he wants a free plate.
But you think she's gonna give you a free plate?
Girl, if she want to figure out who that man sleeping with, girl, she better.
By 2001, he was arrested in Maryland for distributing cocaine and got sent straight to the slammer. Fast forward to 2003. Samantha, now pregnant with their son, was holding down the fort while Mendeesees was out meeting another woman named Erika. He told her he was single and childless, of course. As he and Erika started hooking up, Samantha noticed he wasn't coming home and was out partying way too much. When she finally caught him cheating, she dumped him on the spot. Samantha later told VH1 that Erika wasn't the only issue. It was the revolving door of other women that finally broke them apart. But here's where it gets messy. Samantha and Erika actually became friends. After Samantha gave birth to little Mendeesees in October 2005, Erika even babysat. Meanwhile, in April 2006, Yandy, who was managing a client at the time, was asked to book a flight to Miami for her client's friend. Yandy did as instructed, and when the friend arrived in Miami, her client introduced them. Surprise, surprise, the friend was Mendeesees. Mendeesees wasted no time spilling his heart to her, claiming he had a 2-year-old son and that his baby mama had left him, leaving him to clear his head in Miami. But it was all lies. The truth? His son was only 6 months old, and Erika was still very much in the picture. They were living together, traveling together, and had even met each other's families. Although Yandy was drawn to Mendeesees, she initially refused to date her client's friend. Mendees, being the smooth talker he was, claimed he wasn't friends with that guy anymore and insisted he wanted to be wherever Yandy was. They flew back to New York together, where Yandy's boyfriend picked her up from the airport. Yes, she had a boyfriend. Messy, messy, messy. After getting home, she quickly changed clothes and met up with Mendees again. But don't get it twisted, they didn't live. Yandy later told VH1 that she and Mendees were just friends for the first year and a half. He introduced her to Samantha as his friend, and lied to Yandy, saying Erika was just hired help. Pathological liar much? According to Erika, Yandy was still with her boyfriend during this time and was even seeing another man who had a girlfriend allegedly stalking that woman too. In 2008, Yandy finally dumped her boyfriend and she and Mendees became an official couple. But it wasn't smooth sailing. Yandy confessed to VH1 that they broke up about 5 to 6 times in the early years, with their longest split lasting a year. During that break, Yandy was on tour in Africa with Missy Elliott. When she returned to the States, Mendees was right there at her front door, begging to get back together. They hashed things out and decided to give their relationship another go. But let's be real, maybe Yandy should have left that man at the door. By 2011, Yandy joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop New York, where her storyline focused on managing Jim Jones and her feud with his forever fiancée, Chrissy Lampkin. Eventually, Yandy and Jim severed both their professional and personal ties. But we won't just gloss over that forever fiancé drama. Despite the ups and downs, Yandy's career was thriving, and things seemed to be going well with Mendees until 7 months after their reconciliation, when she found out Erika was pregnant. To top it off, Yandy was also pregnant. Fans quickly noticed that Mendees seemed disinterested in Yandy, even skipping out on her baby shower to hang out with his boys instead. Erika gave birth first, and Yandy followed 10 months later in July 2012. By season 3 of Love and Hip Hop, Jim and Chrissy had left the show, leaving Yandy in need of a new storyline. To many, it seemed like Mendees was using Yandy to boost his music career. Samantha questioned why a man facing serious criminal charges would risk airing his messy life on TV. At the time, Mendees was out on bail, accused of inappropriate actions with his ex-girlfriend's 15-year-old daughter. The alleged incidents dated back to 2009, with the daughter testifying that Mendees had threatened to expose one of her deepest secrets if she didn't comply with his demands. After the mother found incriminating texts from Mendees, she kicked the daughter out of the house. When the trial began, Mendees had just started appearing on Love and Hip Hop. The daughter was shocked to see him on TV, dating Yandy, because he was still living with her mom at the time. In February 2013, Mendees was found not guilty on all charges, but he was still taken into custody after being named in a federal indictment in Rochester, New York, accusing him and 2 others of trafficking $2.5 million worth of heroin and cocaine. Yandy, ever the ride or die, posted a $200,000 bond to get him out of jail. Girl, you should have left him right where he was. As all this played out in real time, Yandy and Mendees' engagement was featured on a March 2013 episode of Love and Hip Hop. They welcomed another child in January 2015, making Mendees a father of 4 by 3 different women. Then in April 2015, Mendees pleaded guilty to his role in the drug ring and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. But not before they got married. While VH1 cameras rolled, Yandy couldn't wait to rub it in the faces of the other baby mamas. Honestly, she looked ridiculous. She even threw him a going-away party, which the internet hated. Before Mendees reported to federal prison in January 2016, the couple got matching tattoos. The show then shifted its focus to Yandy's new life as a single mom. While Mendees was locked up, Yandy held it down, dealing with all the drama on Love and Hip Hop. During a 2016 episode, she changed the locks on an apartment that Mendees and Erika jointly leased. Erika was fed up with Yandy's petty antics and took to Instagram to vent, calling Yandy a miserable, desperate, pathological liar who lived in a dirty Bronx apartment with a revolving door for men. Erika even posted pictures of herself with Mendees, proving they were together and that he had been staying in the apartment. Finally, in December 2016, Yandy admitted that she and Mendees weren't legally married. She explained to her Love and Hip Hop castmates that her decision was financial. She didn't want to be responsible for his restitution payments. Fans were outraged that the entire wedding was a sham. Mendeeses was adamant that his kids should stay connected while he was in prison, but Erika and Samantha threw a wrench in those plans. A woman claiming to be Samantha's bestie even reached out to the Shade Room saying Erika and Samantha were trying to start rumors that Yandy had cheated on Mendeeses. Their goal? To split them up for good. If dealing with Mendeeses' baby mamas wasn't bad enough, Yandy also clashed with his mom, Judy. After Judy started meddling, Yandy did some digging and exposed Judy for cheating on her husband Kenny with a younger man. Judy, take a seat. Your son's drama is already more than enough. By February 2017, Yandy decided she wanted a legal marriage and told Bossip that she was working on it, even though they wouldn't get conjugal visits since they weren't allowed in federal prisons. In 2018, Yandy added more to her already full plate by becoming a foster mom to a girl named Infinity from her mentorship program. Yandy continued to show her loyalty to Mendeeses in February 2019 by being on the front lines of a New York protest against inhumane prison conditions. Unfortunately, she got pepper sprayed during the rally. Mendeeses was finally released in January 2020. As he was readjusting to life outside, the pandemic hit. They relocated and joined Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, opening several businesses, including a dancing crepe shop and a storefront for their skincare brand. Their issues didn't disappear, though. On VH1 Family Reunion, Yandy clashed with Mendeeses' mom again, and they even appeared on Couples Retreat. During an April 2021 episode, Mendeeses claimed Yandy didn't reach out to him enough while he was in prison, even though she insisted they talked daily. Do you understand what my life is like? I'm raising 2 babies, running 5 companies, Yandy snapped back. But you want to talk about emails and calls? Talk about how these bills are getting paid? Mendeeses' response shocked viewers, but many believe they finally legalized their marriage and renewed their vows in Dubai in September 2021. Afterward, they told People magazine they were focused on growing their relationship. But things are still shaky. Yandy recently donated an egg to her cousin to help with her motherhood journey. And Mendeeses wasn't thrilled, calling the situation weird and uncomfortable. He was also upset that Yandy made the decision without consulting him. And let's not forget he didn't exactly consult her when he was out having side babies. The drama continued in April 2024, with Mendeeses admitting on Love and Hip Hop that their marriage was in a dark place. Yandy has made it clear she's not ready to give up on their marriage. But with the recent accusations, some fans are worried they're headed for Splitsville, while others think they should leave the show and focus on their family. What do you think? Will Yandy and Mendeeses weather this storm? Or is there already a replacement waiting in the wings? Let us know your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching Topic Tank.